So I had a video already filmed on this topic, but that was before the events of yesterday kicked off with the Jeffree Star rant and everything. And I had a whole video done and everything, and I was gonna have it uploaded yesterday, last night actually, and then shit popped off on Twitter. Now I posted on Twitter yesterday, I think it was, that I was feeling some type of way about the reactions I had gotten in my DMs, because people, before I even watched Thomas's video, people had DM'd me asking me if I was gonna make a video about the video. They wanted to know my reaction to him exposing Jeffree Star in this video, because I hadn't seen it yet, I had assumed that the entire video was just about him exposing Jeffree. When I finished watching the video, I was like, if that is all you took away from this video, you missed the entire fucking message. And I posted it on Twitter too. I will admit, at first I was astonished that this kind of video came from Thomas, because this is the same Thomas that is known for being messy as fuck. I mean, no one really takes him seriously because he's so goddamn messy all the time. We know that, you know? That's the reason why no one really fucks with the kid, because he's messy. And once again, it was proven. I was like, damn, bro, like, hey, if you're gonna, listen, if this is the start to something new for you, hey, whatever, you know? Because the message overall was very important. And I was kind of annoyed at first, until things got exposed, that people were only looking at his video and going for the tea about Jeffree, but completely missing the overall point, the message of the video. And then Jeffree was like, all right, dude, let's do this then. And he came through with the receipts. And he exposed the shit out of Thomas. And ultimately, obviously, it's changed not only my mind on things, but everyone's mind. I'm annoyed because the message that he was trying to portray in this video is a super important message. And I'm all for people talking about these things and pushing these things and pushing this narrative if you're truly about it. Don't just use this talking point and this social issue to make yourself look good. Because like I said, no one's taken you seriously for a very long time, and you've been in everyone's bad graces for a very long time because of how messy you are. And Jeffree, despite the bullshit I'm about to get into in a minute, exposed the shit out of you for doing exactly that. You were just using it to put yourself in a more positive light. I don't truly think that you meant anything you said in that video. It was all for show. And that's what fucks me up about this the most, is that you tried it. Quite literally. You tried it, and you got exposed for it. And I will say I am kind of worried about Thomas. I know everyone's gonna say he brought it upon himself. I get it. I'm worried about the kid, because the kid was just saying that, you know, he's trying to work on himself and be a better person. Well, this isn't helping you, number one. But he's also saying that he just had a stint in the hospital and things like that. What you're about to go through, if you haven't gone through it already, is not going to make anything easier for you. But you were trying to play both sides, double agent, trying to get in Jeffree's good graces and Manny's good graces just to expose each other. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm hoping that you make it through this okay, because it's not going to be pretty. Like, there's a reason why you had to disable comments already. I saw the comments before you disabled them. They were fucking brutal. Brutal. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get into the Jeffree thing, because this is the main talking point that everyone wanted to talk about. Let's talk about it. So according to Thomas, he went to Jeffree's house. They were having a sit-down conversation, and Jeffree verifies all of this himself. It did happen, right? He does verify. They talked about racism and everything. And Jeffree claims that he was being truthful with him and he was being honest with him and all this bullshit, right? Whatever. Okay. So in the conversation, Thomas says that Jeffree flat out says the N-word with an A at the end right to him when talking about how, you know, we all say the N-word at one point or another, you know, whatever. Then the hairdresser chimes in and says, yeah, you know what, I just on the way here said the B word, which if you don't know what the B word is, it's the word beaner. And even though Thomas says in the video that it's a word that's normally used against people from like Mexican people, I can tell you right now, that's not the case whatsoever. It's used against anybody who is Latino or Hispanic, not just Mexicans. My family is from Nicaragua. They came to the U.S., born and raised in Nicaragua, came to the U.S. to make a better life for their families. And I've had that word used against my family. I've had words like spick. I've had words like wetback. As a matter of fact, one of the most recent times I've had those type of words used against us as a family. We were out and about as a family. We met up at the mall, I think it was, in Wellington, back home in Florida, South Florida. And this dude was in another aisle over in the parking lot, and my dad just happened to be at the right place at the right time when a car was backing out. And as my dad was pulling in, this dude sped around the corner to try to swoop into that parking spot my dad was already parking into. This dude got so pissed off that my dad got this parking spot, even though he was a fucking aisle over. When we all got out of the car, this dude went on a rant. At the end of his rant, he finishes it off with calling us a bunch of dirty wetbacks and drives off with a middle finger in the air. So yeah, the word is beaner, and it's very, very disrespectful to say to anybody of Latin Hispanic culture. Anybody. It's disgusting. But I digress. I have to be honest with you guys. I haven't been honest with myself when it comes to Jeffree, because I have had my feelings, my gut feelings for quite a while about this shit. And the more people who come forward, it just eats away at me every single time I even say the words, "We need more proof." It bothers me to say things like that. And I don't know why I keep saying it. I guess it's because I can understand why Thomas brought up the power thing. Jeffree is a very, very, very powerful individual in this community. We know that. We've seen his power used. We see it every day. We saw it yesterday. At the drop of a fucking hat. The second Jeffree says, oh, this person's canceled, this product is canceled, this channel's canceled, this brand is canceled, what happens? His stands go on the attack. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, he has some of the most vicious fucking stands I've ever seen across any creator. At the end of the day, if we're gonna sit here and make videos about Laura Lee and Manny MUA, back in the day before Gabriel made his apology video about Gabriel, Nikita, if we're gonna ask them to prove that they are no longer the shitty people that they were when this whole thing first happened, why do we not have the same energy towards Jeffree? Why are we not asking him to prove that he has changed as a person from the person he was just recently when he called Jackie Aina a fucking gorilla? Why are we not holding that same energy to him? I can already imagine the intense amount of hate I'm gonna get from Jeffree stans. That's okay. I don't give a fuck, quite frankly. All engagement is engagement on my channel. I welcome all of it. It is what it is. But I'm just trying to be real as fuck with the situation, because I feel like there has been a lot of excuses made for Jeffree, and no. If we're gonna have the same energy with Manny and Laura about having them prove themselves to be different from who they were when everything first happened, then we should have that same energy with Jeffree. I apologize if I offend anybody with anything I say. That's not my intention. I'm just trying to tell my truth and tell how I feel on my channel, because I feel like when you're a drama channel, we're really not supposed to let our feelings get in the middle of things. But it has fucked me up to sit on my channel and try to make excuses for somebody who truly has not really apologized for the things that he has done. Yes, I understand he made that racism video just last year, but the apologies that he had in that video went out to the wrong people. That apology should have been given to the people he directly offended and went after. Makeup Shayla and Jackie, especially now more recently with recent developments. And you know what? I want to also call myself out for my recent hypocrisy, because a lot of you guys had gone into my DMs the night that Sam, I think it was like 2 weeks ago now, but the night that Sam had that live stream with the David Scissorhands guy. Apparently, a lot of you guys had heard this dude say the N-word on the live stream. How no one got a video of it, I have no idea. Normally, everyone likes to screen record things, but no one had gotten it. But I had so many people, like fucking like 10, 15 people simultaneously come into my DMs on Twitter and tell me that they all had heard this dude say the N-word on this live stream. Now, where my hypocrisy comes in is I go on later on in a live stream on my own channel, and I bring up these DMs from everyone and I say, this guy said the N-word in a live stream. And my reasoning to believe it was because there were so many of you who didn't even know each other, but you all had the same story to tell. And I believed it. So how can I sit here and say, I believe every one of you guys who heard this David guy say the N-word in the live stream, but then we have pretty much the same exact thing happening in regards to Jeffree with all these people who have worked with Jeffree, who have been around Jeffree for fucking years. They know him better than we do. How can I sit here and believe one story without any irrefutable proof in hand and not believe what they're saying about Jeffree to be true? I was a fucking hypocrite. You see what I mean? I'm very, very conflicted about everything because on the one hand, I don't like to use people's pasts against them if they've truly proven that they have changed who they are as a person, if they did something wrong in the past, if they have proven that they are no longer that person with that kind of mindset, I will never hold their past against them. But let's be real, Jeffree has yet to prove that he is not the same person. He has yet to prove it. If this makes me now someone who is biased against Jeffree, then if you guys would like me to not do stories about Jeffree or involving Jeffree, then I won't anymore. I don't want to be someone that you guys see as a biased person whatsoever, even though this may be that kind of a video for you guys. I understand that. I will no longer touch on videos about Jeffree. If you wish for me not to do that, I will do that for you guys. But I also want you guys to know that despite the fact that I feel this way about him now, there are things that he could do, proactive things that he could do to prove that he is no longer the person that he was in the past. The number one thing he could do, if he truly does not have these feelings of hatred towards Jackie or Makeup Shayla or whoever else, he could apologize to them. Flat out own up to your shit and apologize to them. Not your customers, not the subscribers, not the people who make you money. Apologize to the people who you offended. I'm so sorry this video is so long, but I just got so tired of lying to not only myself, but to you guys, because I see the comments you guys leave to me all the time about how you love to come to my channel because you get my opinions and my honest opinions and my viewpoints. I haven't been giving you my honest opinions and my viewpoints on things because I will admit that I've allowed myself and my viewpoints and my opinions to be influenced heavily by the viewpoints and opinions of everyone else to avoid any trouble. So yeah, that's how I honestly feel about everything. I apologize if this changes your mind about who I am as a person and my viewpoints and my opinions, but it has been eating me away this entire time that I have not been honest and speaking the way I truly feel about the situation. And it bothers me that I've sat here and made excuses after excuse after excuse for Jeffree's behavior and his lack of actual empathy and lack of action to prove that he's no longer the same person. All the while, I've been trying to sit here and say, well, Manny and Laura need to prove that they're different people. I can't do that. I cannot do that any longer, at least. Now, in closing, about Thomas, he got exposed. Despite what I feel about Jeffree, he came through with the receipts. He had the voice recordings, the voice messages that were sent to him and everything. He exposed Thomas for being a shady-ass person. I'm curious to see what Manny has to say about things. I'm curious to see if Gabriel is going to talk about anything because apparently, according to Jeffree, Gabriel has some more tea too. We'll see what happens. But it's all messy. And he got exposed for being, once again, the messy person he has been the entire time. This is the exact reason why no one fucks with this kid. I apologize, this video is already so long, but the last few minutes of this video is basically just a compilation of different clips from a video I watched the other night that I'm hoping you guys will watch. I will have it linked down below. It's a 25-minute video, but everything that's said in this video is very important, and it's absolutely relevant to what we are seeing happening right now between Thomas and Jeffree, specifically about the racism. So with that being said, guys, I'm all done here. I'm gonna go get this video edited and uploaded, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Called her gorilla. She caught word of it because you don't say to people's face apparently, but you like to use the word. You like to use the N-word in your house.
Daily. Yeah, in your house. We heard that from too
many sources.
1, 2, 3 many people.
You should watch me how come up your house.
4 many people, 5 many people. Girl. And I don't know why all the girls like to talk about it behind the scenes.
But never want to talk about it on camera.
But never want to address anything on camera. To the people that know that's to you. To the people that have heard him. To the other influential people that have heard him do these things constantly.
Shame on you.
Never say anything.
Shame on you.
What are you in fear of?
I don't know. Maybe he can stop bags like Nikki do. He's rich.
Let's sit everybody down. You so rich. Let's pay everybody to sit everybody down. Let's talk about this once and for all.
Oh, bitch, that'd be sickening.
Something.
Now that's how
if you that sickening, then be that sickening. I'm sorry.
I need everybody to sit down and tell how people I'm not racist. I want all my friends to come out and say I had to never say the N-word. Come on, let's come on and sit down, everybody. Since I'm ready for this to be over.
And then contact one of us, and we'll get the girls that we've heard, and I want you to sit them down too. And I won't. I just need it.
I need the tea.
I need.
If you really want to be that girl.
If you really want to be that girl.
If you really want to be teeful, we could be teeful. If you wanted to be fake, not racist, what you should have done, and like Laura Lee and Manny, y'all should have had black people on y'all channels and let them ask the questions that everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
Not edited, not controlled, none of that. Let's get into the tea. Because what we've done as people is that social media, our attention spans are so short that we ignore everything. The fact that you call Jackie Aina a gorilla through text message through your stylist, but we disregarded all that because, first of all, the stylist was messy. So it came off just messy in the first place. But he was telling real tea. Why would you call this girl that?
A gorilla. A black woman. A gorilla. Do you...
And if you're not racist, just the fact that came up, a couple tweets, I want you to get on camera.
I don't want you to tweet about it. I want you to get on camera.
I need you
in front of all, however million people you got.
And call Jackie Aina. Well, she probably won't pick up, but call her.
Do something.
Because a person that doesn't have hate in their heart, or somebody that doesn't have hatred towards someone, would try to prove that to millions of people that you influence. Do you get the point that I'm trying to say? If you're going to be that girl, then step up and be that girl. But if you are racist, do your thing. But come out as that thing, bitch. Be that bitch.
Okay? If you gonna be that bitch, and be that bitch. If you calling her gorilla in text messages, say it on camera. Why not?
Be bold. Be the real you.
If you really that real of a bitch.
Be the real you, girl.
Because you claim you so real.
Because you're not that real on camera.
You not so real.
This is very calculated.
I am so real. I'm gonna keep it all the way up back with you guys.
You won't. You keep it a buck when you want to keep it a buck to just grade somebody else.
Yes.
But about you, Miss Ma'am, you know how to keep it very cute.
You'll never call out your flaws.
But I would like, girl, if you, hey, nobody's scared of you. Hey.
And when you call out your flaws, you tiptoe around them.
Very much. And the fact that you can sit up here and deny, but then why is everyone, well, like I said, when there's smoke, there's fire, then why is everyone still coming and saying, oh no, Jeffree Star still says that. Oh no, girl, if he doing this, all this is a publicity stunt because he's still racist. Why am I still hearing this? We all go through things in life as humans.
Yes, we all do.
However,
it does not give you the excuse
to be, well, you know, trash.
Yes.
Or trash-like.
Yes.
You know, so when I say trash, I mean as in the antics that you may do behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I want to tell his audience that if we're going to drag Laura Lee, if we're going to drag Manny MUA,
and all the rest of them,
then we need to drag Jeffree Star also.
Because he's actually disgusting.
Because we can't sit up here. And I brought my best friend who is a beauty guru, so I'm not in the community, but I will say, I know a lot of people that are.
Yes,
and
a lot of people.
And I'm tired of sitting back
and just watching all this.
And watching it unfold. The things you do with your power is lay, and the things that you say are lay.
And maybe you don't realize.
And that's what I'm trying to call
the damage that you're actually doing. Because there's a lot of damage going on. And you love always running around seeming like you're this vulnerable human being.
And everybody else is trash.
And everybody else is trash. When all in reality, it's you.
But it's you.
I'm sorry. And then like we said,
the flame always come back
to you.
To you. I want you to know that Shane Dawson did save you.
He definitely saved you.
He made you seem like this sweet, misunderstood person.
Because once the Shane Dawson thing came out, whatever it was supposed to be.
It was the real life of Jeffree Star.
The real life
I watched all of it. It was sickening.
Once that came out, I think people wrote off in their minds anything foul that you ever had to do.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this. I did do my research. I saw that the video that everybody is proclaiming that he said the N-word to a white lady, I guess, and it was supposed to be in a sense of hurt, and because he was hurting, he lashed out. That's nice and all, but why?
How are you hurting white person by insulting them with the word nigger.
Because, you know, if that was such an insult, that means you use that in your normal life, in your normal vocabulary, your normal vernacular.
Yes.
That means you say that. Why is the word...
Why is that even a part of your vocabulary?
Why is that offensive? Why do you use that to lash out at someone?
Knowing that it's an offensive word.
Yeah, because you use it in your vernacular. But we disregarded all that because Shane is such a sweetheart, you know, and he's lighthearted, and he's coming. He went to you in a good heart. He went to you to show that you're actually a good person, you know. And I think he did that on purpose to show like everybody's not bad. We shouldn't keep beating this person up. But the gag is,
there's a reason why he received so much backlash.
Because
it's not for Shane or any other white creator, especially, to say, oh, but no, Jeffree's a sweetheart.
Then why ain't no black creators say that about you?
None.
Or not even just black, people of color. And okay, let's fast forward to now. So your little hairstylist, which I don't agree with him. That was trash. I don't understand if you subscribe to me at 200 subscribers, that was late. I agree with you on that, Jeff. That was late. However, the things that you said in these text messages that approved, I guess your fans wanted it to be, I want more proof, I want more proof. Baby, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. What else proof do y'all need?
Y'all want him to literally get on camera right now, current day, and say the N-word and be like, okay, well now we can say he's racist?
Is that the proof that y'all need?
Is that what it
Is that what it takes? Because I think even if he did that,
y'all would still, oh, well
maybe he meant this.
Maybe he didn't mean to say that.
Maybe he meant it in this way.
I want to see you take action. If you are not racist and everybody got you fucked up, then prove yourself. By going on Shay Dawson's channel and saying you're not racist, it's not gonna do nothing for me. And saying that you self-harm is not gonna do nothing for me because I self-harm too.
Yeah.
But I don't do foul things like that. It
doesn't give me the excuse to go around.
To be like, you are fucking, I don't do that. No. I don't go around to Caucasians saying you're a cracker or to Mexicans that you're a bean, da-da-da. I don't do that. That doesn't give me, I never even use that as an insult to that race or to another person. No. That means you have that heart, you have that hatred in your heart.
It's in there. And whether you said it to a white person, Mexican,
anybody.
I don't care. Anybody.
And the fact that you know that you can manipulate people.
Yes.
And
what's your numbers? We know friends. We have friends that you've tried to manipulate.
That I will not disclose, but you know.
We know your dirty game.
I know how you get
You like to get on camera and play victim. You like to get on camera with blue backgrounds when you're talking about a serious issue to lighten the mood. To lighten the mood and evoke a certain emotion in other people. You're very calculated. Very.
I see right through it.
And nobody else is, everybody likes to skate around it.
Because everybody's scared. I don't know why people are scared of you. I don't understand
why every 3 months is something, every 3 months within the beauty community, something pops up and it's about Jeffree Star.
The fact that you paraded and almost celebrated when Laura Lee lost her fame or went through what she went through, because what she did was absolutely foul. Girl.
Like her whole situation. It was
yikes, bitch.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay. She wants to, the apology to you, that she apologized to you was, I didn't like that. Because the gag is, it's like, yeah, y'all all was just racist as fuck. You, Manny, and Jack, and what's her name? Laura Lee. Y'all just all in the same boat, but yet they got caught, and you lived for that. Because the gag is, the word around the street is that you leaked all that, but that's neither here or there. That's another situation.
We don't even go down that road.
But like,
which leads back to how calculated
you are. Laura Lee coming back with barely a sip. I've learned my lesson in 1 month. You've learned your lesson in 1 month about how you. It took 1 month. Well, damn. Wow. And here's Jeffree over there laughing, hee hee ha ha,
enjoying it all.
But girl, that's not. I don't like that because you're not off the leash either, girl.
Why because are you calling a black woman a gorilla?
Why?
Especially the top black woman when it comes to beauty currently, especially on a YouTube space.
A dark skin at that.
Dark skin at that.